Hey everybody, it's Wednesday night. Let's do a few show tunes. I remember the days of just keeping time, of hanging around in sleepy towns forever, back roads empty for miles. Well, you can't have a dream and cut it to fit, but when I saw you, I knew we'd go together, like a wink and a smile. Leave your old jalopy by the railroad track. We'll get a hip double dip tip-toppy two-seat Cadillac, so you can rev her up, but don't go slow. It's only green lights and all rights. Let's go together, like a wink and a smile. We'd go together like a wink and a smile. Give me a wink and a smile. Now my heart hears music, such a simple song. Sing it again, the notes never end. This is where I belong. Just the sound of your voice, the light in your eyes, so far away from yesterday, together, like a wink and a smile. We'd go together, like a wink and a smile. Shaka Khan! There was no way to throw a Shaka Khan into that. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday night. The first Wednesday night show of the new year for moi. I'm glad you guys are here, especially now, tonight. Holy crap. So we're going to just keep it light up and perky. I've got songs sort of planned, but for the most part, tonight I am your musical love slave, otherwise known as a musical hoe. Ho, 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 ho. Who you calling musical hoe? So I'm going to do one more tune, and then I'm going to check in. Oh, it's going. Hi, Ronald. You're in. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Penny. Hi, Chip. Everybody. Oh, well, it is. The usual suspects. Now, let me go back for a minute and find Mr. Cashman. And hi, Mare. Hi, Mary. That's my cousin, Mare. Good. Just wanted to check in there. We are just going to take a little time away from whatever. That should not be spoken. There's so many great things, and yet so many, it's like, well, if you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on the Route 66. Now it winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on the Route 66. Now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You see Amarillo, I Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip love that word, tip. Well, if you make that California trip, tip then trip, get your kicks on the Route 66. Hi, Lenny. Dance break. Now, we all know that whenever I say dance break, what I really mean is drink break. I would cheer with you right now, but I'm a little busy. Well, no, I'm not. Here, okay. Cheers! Oh, that was good. I always swear that I should get one of those hats with like the two beer cans on either side with a straw, so that I can just put the straw in my mouth and I can keep playing, but I can suck on my hooch from my hat. A hat hooch. A hooch hat. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, I stopped playing. Oh, isn't that like the game where you like keep the ball in the air and you got to keep it in the air? I failed. I have no idea where in the song I am, but I don't care. Now it winds from Chicago to LA. Yeah, I want to go to Miami. More than 2,000 miles all the way. Not right now, you don't. Get your kicks on the Route 66. Now you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty. You sure got a purty mouth. That's for John Richardson. Boy, you sure got a purty mouth. And not only is John, but almost all of the rest of you are too damn young to catch that reference. Anybody want to go camping? Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to this timely tip? Oh, there's that word again, tip. Well, if you make that California trip, get your kicks on the Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. Shaka Khan. It's a great. Tracy Parks. Hi, honey. Tracy is in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. At Encanto. We all hope to be back there soon. I love Puerto Vallarta. Thanks to Tracy, I have loved being at Puerto Vallarta a lot until we couldn't. But we will again. You can go to Encanto Vallarta. Let me know if I'm giving you the right. Tracy, is it encantovallarta.com? Because you guys are like streaming all your shows live. You're just doing it and helping to raise money for a lot of the staff, people that to raise money for people that need it. I want to check in and let's see. What's the great? What you got? Oh, Penny said, I got it. That's from now, Todd, I wasn't sure because I was going to explain that reference to you later in private. It's just so crazy. I've got a bunch of random songs to just keep it perky, keep our minds off of things, keep our hands off of things. I got the surprise of my life. I had to stop and stare. I saw a man dancing with his own wife. And you will never guess where. I found the lost chord. It's over there. Chicago. Chicago, that toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around. You'll love it. I'll bet your bottom dollar you'll lose the blues in Chicago. The town that Billy Sunday could not shut down. On State Street, that great street, I just want to say, they do things they don't do on Broadway. Nobody does nothing there anymore right now. You'll have the time of your life. Bring all your friends, your kids, and your wife to Chicago. Chicago, my hometown. And it is, too. Bet your bottom dollar you'll lose the blues in Chicago. The folks who visit all want to settle down. On State Street, that great street, I just want to say, they do things they don't do in L.A. La 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 la. You'll have the time of your life. Think of that man, he danced with his wife in Chicago. Chicago, 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 free and easy town, brassy, breezy town. Chicago, Chicago, let me cool my heels, drop me down at Marshall Fields. Come and walk with me along the lake to the Drake, holler and whoop all through the loop. Shout how now to Mrs. O'Leary's cow. How now? Chicago, we'll meet at the Pump Room, Ambassador East, to say the least. On shish kebab and breast of squab we will feast and get fleeced. Don't tell me sin is rampant and rife. Think of that man, he danced with his wife in Chicago. Chicago, Chicago, my hometown. Not. Shaka Khan! Okay. All right, I'm not sure. I think I'm 3 for 3 with the Shaka Khan. Grandma! I'm just checking in. Hi, Ron. Yes. Tracy, just checking back. Yes. Encanto Vallarta on Facebook. Yes. I miss you guys, too. Yeah. Go to encantovallarta.com on Facebook. Just on the Facebook page. All my friends down there. Tracy's got a great club down there that I helped open. What is it, 3 years ago now? 4 years ago? It's beautiful. Puerto Vallarta is just a great place. There's lots of friends, a lot of people we know that are working down there. Right now, there's a lot of people. All of the clubs have socially distanced, and they're still doing shows. But it's safe. They're following protocol. Like all the places that could do. A lot of them are outside. There's outside on the balcony. Outside, you can have breakfast right alongside the river. Encanto, Incanto is the name, not Encanto ENC, because that's a whole different thing. Hi, Michelle. Just checking it. All right, so that last song was about my hometown, and it was like Frank Sinatra's got his own version of this song. This was Judy Garland's version from the Judy Garland to Carnegie Hall album, otherwise known as Most of Ours Bible. Then when you think about it, it got to the song New York, New York, Sinatra had his version, which he rewrote some of the lyrics, but who's going to tell him no? And then Liza had her version. Hers was first. So it's ironic, as I was thinking of it, that Sinatra and Judy Garland, and that Sinatra and Liza Minnelli, Judy's daughter. Did you all know that Liza Minnelli is Judy Garland's daughter? I'm just here to educate musically. Anyway, checking in. And Michael Allen tells us, yes, I know. And I go, hi, Lynn. Grandma! That's my friend Bill, Mr. Selby. Mr. Selby, I want you to know that I was thinking of you two shows ago when I was doing Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I did that whole thing, and I was thinking about you. My friend Bill and I were housemates in Ivoryton, Connecticut when we were doing South Pacific. And we both ended up living... Celeste! Hi, honey. And I started going, oh my God. Listen, hi, Celeste, I love you. So back to Grandma and me. Grandma and me, we were given this great house that looked like an episode of Hoarders with tchotchkes. So it wasn't like dirty, and there weren't like dead cats under boxes and stuff like. Oh, sorry for that, reference. But there, listen, I love a lot. You've all seen my house. Christmas throws up. I've got crap. This was crap. Even I couldn't believe. So we hauled out a lot of the. But anyway, it just looked like Grandma's house. So for forever after, until the day we die, Bill Selby and I will be Grandma to each other. And then we also went on to do Priscilla, Queen of the Desert together. And oh my God, he was okay. Well, we'll talk later. I have clips from that. I may have to give to Todd. We might have to show some clips. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Lynn. My other housemate, Lynn, who I just spent the last 8 months with, down near Atlantic City in Brigantine Island. Boy, I can't get started. It was a very strange, intense summer. Pardon me. I didn't know that. Oh, somebody wanted to call me. Hi, what are you wearing? No, I have no idea. That was such a rude. I thought I turned everything off. Don't you love it when whose phone was that? Oh, sorry, it was mine. Okay. Anyway. Just checking back in, and depending, Brian O'Connor. Hi, Brian. I haven't seen you in forever. And I'm like, Celeste, listen, I'm so happy you guys are here. Can I tell you? It was just like, an hour or two ago, I'm sitting there going, okay, we want to do a show? And I'm like, oh, hell yes, we want to do a show. I don't want to talk about anything else that's going on over there. We'll it's being talked about enough. I am here to entertain the tips out of you. Do you like how I did that? Entertain the tip. You are allowed to tip. We do encourage it. We do not demand it. Is that right? Listen, I was always bad. Even when they'd pass the tip bowl around the club, I always just felt so bad. It was like, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. But it worked sometimes, so, Daddy was able to eat. Oh, look at that. Okay, so my little things come on. The little screen, it pops on and all of a sudden it says Venmo. Somebody tipped me. I love that. Anyway, once again, check it out. Hi, Bob Egan. Once again, the reason that I'm here. Bob Egan. Bob Egan has a show not immediately, but following mine at 8 o'clock tonight. And tonight, Bob's show is saluting. It's the music of Marvin Hamlish. Right? Yes. Why am I asking? Yes, it's the music of Marvin Hamlish. Again, I'm glad you all found us here on the Virtual Piano Bar Network. There are so many talented people on this, and the calendar's posted. You can find there are at least 2, if not 3 shows every day that you can watch on the Virtual Piano Bar Network here. Mine are Wednesdays. Bob Egan's are on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock. My buddy Todd, who's running the show for me, Todd also does Tuesday nights at 6:30. 6:30, yes, Tuesday night 6:30. There's a calendar. You can see everybody, and the big kahuna. The reason I'm still here, John Richardson, who I think is whose fault all this is to begin with. So we owe him all. And but anyway, oh wait. Give me a song. Okay. All right, Michael Allen, tell us. All right. Just because, so I won't forget that. I owed you a song because I only did like what we call the Vegas version. Remember in the old days they would send Broadway musicals to Vegas and they would do a 2.5 hour show in 45 minutes. And they cut most of the show because they didn't want people to spend too much time in the theater. They wanted them out at the crap tables. Yes, so I'm looking that up as we talk because I owed this song. I did the shortened version for Michael last week. And, all right. I want to just check it before I get in the middle of it and then go, okay, wait, why haven't I? Ooh, okay. I'm going to do this for you. Oh, hi, Penny. Life is just a bowl of cherries. Well, isn't it just? I just had a bowl of cherries the other night. I got these fabulous frozen cherries from Whole Foods. Anyway, I will look that song up for you, Penny. I'm not sure offhand right now. This is a song from the off-Broadway musical, I'm Getting My Act Together and Taking It on the Road. It was either late 70s or early 80s, I think, maybe mid-80s. You know, I'm so old, they're just all those songs out there. This was a big staple in the clubs for many, many years. And then it got to the point where people would hear the intro and go, oh God, really? And then it went away. So some of that has like come back, you know. But it's just, I have no idea what somebody just said. Danny! Hi, honey. My friend Danny from Aspen. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? I love you. Hooker. I used to call all my girls in the shows in Aspen, well, actually, anytime I do a show, hookers. Just so hey, hookers! Meaning the girl singers in the chorus. It was not inferring, especially now that I'm talking about Vegas. And I would used to type that for Danny when I'd see her on Facebook. I've been to Facebook jail before, and I don't want to go there again, which is another good reason that I am here with you all tonight. You will forgive me one moment, because here I plugged everything in to the extension cord, and then did not plug the extension cord into the outlet. So I'm looking as the percentage of battery on my computer, which is where I'm talking to you all from, is at like 40%. Pardon me, going right there. We'll be right back. I'll be right there, everybody. How you doing? Everybody having fun? Whee! All right, come on. Oh, did you hear that? I'm sitting there and I can hardly see anything because I literally have to kind of go and go, hi, everybody. It's really great. I love when you guys say hi to each other as if you actually like each other. Anyway. This was always one of our favorite songs. Every time I've lost another lover, I call up my old friend. I say, let's get together. I'm under the weather. Another love has come to an end. He listens as I tell him my sad story. Wonders at my taste in men. Pardon me. And I wonder why I do it. The pain of getting through it. And he laughs and says, you'll do it again. We sit in a bar, talk till 2 about life and love, as old friends do, and tell each other what we've been through, how love is rare and life is strange. Nothing lasts, people change. And I ask him if his life is ever lonely, or if he ever feels despair. He says he's learned to helps them feel the good times when they're there. We'll sit in a bar and talk till 2 about life, love, as old friends do. And we tell each other what we've been through, how love is rare and life is strange. Nothing lasts, people change. We wonder if I'll live with any lovers, well, or spend my life alone. The bartender is dozing, it's getting time for closing. We figure that I'll go it on my own. But we'll meet the year we're 62, too late, and travel the world as old friends do. And we'll tell each other what we've been through, how love is rare and life is strange. Nothing lasts, people change. Love is rare, life is strange. Nothing lasts, people change. Old friend. Okay, so Michael, what's so funny is that I put that, that's part of a little medley, which I did for you last week, which was just parts of it, starting off with My Buddy, and then it ends, thank you, Michelle. And, but I had forgotten, as I'm going through the song, that I put these big X marks over the music. So I'm literally going, love is rare, okay, under that, with that chord under that big X is a what? Okay. So, but anyway, you know what did you just say? This is always known as Razor Blades. Yeah, Razor Blades for Sale song. It was. Now, that's the other thing. The few times that I've done this song, and actually, I think I did it a couple of years ago when I was at the townhouse or in a bar, and people ask, and some people listen. Doing that just now when there's not like a crowded bar and like listening to it, it was so nice for people to like listen to the whole song as opposed for it to sort of be background. You know what I mean? Like when you're in a club, sometimes people are going, yeah, and sort of going, oh, Charlotte, is my favorite song. There's always people that are like, not listening. And that's, anyway. I love that. Oh, where'd that come from? Okay. That was just nice. Now, that also tied into old friend. Something happened to me this week. Well, it happened to me. I was able to, oh, look, you can see my little, I'm just looking at what I could say. Oh, I put it on a dimmer. Look, everything's on a dimmer. Ooh, should be more. You dimmer, you brought her. I think I did this on Open Mac on Sundays. I do a show on Sunday nights at 7 o'clock called Open Mac, and I hope you'll join me. I unfortunately am going up against my friend David Mayoko, who does 6:30 on Sundays here on the Virtual Piano Bar Network. So again, what I love about all these shows, it's great when you join me live because I like harassing. Susie Sanderson, how are you, honey? John, hi, John. I love that we can watch the shows live because that's great. But they stay on and you can like catch them. So like I go back later that evening and I'll watch David's show. Watch everybody Bob's shows. So we can pop in and out. If you're not here live, please join me anytime virtually. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. I think it's time for Perky. Penny, I'm going to look for cherries in. Well, you know what? Let's just look for it now because I sort of like I said. What I love about this show when I'm doing, I've got, like if we were actually in the clubs, I'll have like a show list, a set list, whatever, and you start going through it. But the whole point is you get requests, and we like to take them, but not as much as I like to take a hit of hooch from Cheers. There it is. Oh, that is not water this time. All right, so talk amongst yourselves for just a minute. I'm going to look up, you would think I would have it in my repertoire normally, but I don't think I do. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is look up the song for Penny, and let's see if we can fake it. Is just... Ooh. It might be there. Okay. So what I have to do is log in my account. Come on. All right. Please be there. I'm just checking. Thank you. Isn't this fascinating? But I have this cool program from Sheet Music Direct that it basically, I pay like $10 a month, and I can bring up their entire library of the thousands and thousands of songs. They don't have everything, but they've got pretty much all you need. You put the title in, and it'll bring up the music. Then you can push a button and put it in any key you want. So if I'm in the club and somebody wants to sing Stormy Weather in A flat and I've got it in C, I can just push a button and I don't have to think or sweat or ruin someone's career. So, okay, all right, Penny. So Penny has asked for the song "Life Is Just a Bowl of Cherries," which I love, but I'm checking the key, because like I said, there's nothing worse than getting through a song and then turning the page and going, it's going higher, and you're not. Ooh, let's see. It is an E flat major. I'm going to put it in D. We're going to bring it down a half step. I'd like to bring it down a half step. All right, well, let's see what happens. This is for Penny. Now, I just looked at the music. I only know it from like the chorus or like familiar of it. That, life just okay. This starts off, and the first thing that the verse says is, people are queer. They're always crowing, scrambling, rushing about. Why don't they stop someday, address themselves this way? You notice that it's recitative because I don't know how the verse goes. But it's going, why are we here? Where are we going? It's time that we found out. We're not here to stay. We're on a short holiday. Life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't be so serious. Life's too mysterious. You work, you save, you worry so, but you can't take your dough when you go, go, go. So keep repeating, it's the berries. The strongest oak must fall. The sweet things in life to you were just loan. So how can you lose what you never owned? So life is just a bowl of cherries. So live and laugh at it all. Again, when I tell you that we bring this music up, every bit of the music is this big. Teeny tiny music. Teeny tiny. So we're going back, and I'm going to ignore you people, and I'm going to try to do this chorus one more time for Penny without fucking it up. Life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't be so serious. Life's too mysterious. You work, you save, you worry so, but you can't take your dough when you go, go, go. So keep repeating, it's the berries. The strongest oak must fall. The sweet things things in life to you were just loaned. So how can you lose what you never owned? Life is just a bowl of cherries, so live and laugh at it all. Shaka Khan! I had to. It was a nice. It was a bouncy Shaka Khan, because the song was ba da da ba da Shaka Khan. It's very good. Anyway, sorry, Penny. It's a cute song, just not in my normal repertoire. But that's another reason that I love this here, because we all have our go-tos, and we have stuff that we do all the time, and I like it when somebody goes, well, do a song, and I'm going, oh, I've never sung that one. Well, let's see what happens. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not so much. I have not checked in with the Peanut Gallery in a little while. And so they're going, okay, somebody I hope that was a joke. I'm just checking to see who, where, what. Oh, it's Michael. All right, all right, I have to stop. I love cherries too, Ronald. I have to stop paying attention to Michael Allen Tillis, because half the time he's just making snappy patter comments and not legitimate. I just saw anything but memories from Cats, and I was like, oh, you're really not asking for memories from Cats, are you? Although, I've got it, and I would do it if you could afford it. Anyway, well, we bring you down, and we bring you back up again. A little Elton John. When the shades are drawn and the light of the moon is bare, and the stars up above walk the heavens hand in hand, there's a shady place at the end of the working day where young lovers go and his hot little trio plays. That's where we meet. That's where we meet. Meet you, rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. Oh, where we meet. Oh, where we meet. Meet you, rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. From the alleyways where the catwalks gently sway, you hear the sound of Otis and the voice of Marvin Gaye. In this smoky room, there's a jukebox plays all night. We can dance real close underneath pulses of neon lights. That's where we meet. That's where we meet. That's where we meet. That's where we meet. Meet you, rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. Oh, where we meet. That's where we meet. Oh, where we meet. That's where we meet. Meet you, rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. There's a downtown smell of cooking from a flame on an open grill. There's a sax and a big bass pumping, Lord of mercy. Oh, you can't sit still. More cowbell. And if anybody has a tambourine, comes in handy. Get it? Tambourine. That's where we meet. That's where we meet. That's where we meet. That's where we meet. Meet you, rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. Oh, where we meet. That's where we meet. Oh, where we meet. That's where we meet. Meet you, rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. Meet you, rendezvous in the club at the end of the street. Shaka Khan. Whee! I love that song because it's cute and perky. And now I should go back and look. Okay, there's all right. Good. Checking it. Jim Cannon. Oh, hi, Jim Cannon. Oh, and you have a request. All right. Well, since I haven't seen you in 1,000 years. Oh, I wanted to go back and tell you, and seeing Jim Cannon, a friend for many, many years, I haven't seen in a long time. I was on that website, classmates.com, like, a year ago or whatever. Those things you think, oh, you're going to find people and blah, blah, blah. I had a best friend in high school for junior, senior year, and we both ended up going to Eastern Illinois University. And then I lost touch with him because he was a science major and I went into show business. And here I am. Anyway, I saw his name finally and I lost touch. Can I tell you? I got an email from him a couple of days ago. He's a pathologist and married with kids and grandkids, and he goes to New York all the time and sees shows. Anyway, this is 46 years later. I know I'm only 29, but anyway, it was just great of the fact that, and we're in touch. And yesterday, I got a bunch of crap in files. So I scanned our high school theater programs and some pictures that yes, I still had them somewhere, but I'm scanning things and then getting rid of the hard copies. So I just sent him a bunch. Anyway, when I was singing Old Friend, I was thinking about my friend Scott, and that just brought it up. And now Jim Cannon, another old friend who we go way back. So it just nice to see you. All right, so that being said, I'm going to do Jim Cannon's request, because whatever Jim Cannon wants, Jim Cannon gets. Okay, never mind. So please open your hymnals. Oh, wait, that wouldn't be there. Cancel, get out of, search. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, no, that's not it either. Sorry. You notice that I love talking to you guys, and then I kind of go, oh, okay. So, all right, my PDFs. That's where I wanted to go. Well, hello. And there it is. Okay, do we have it up here? This isn't going to play. Okay, thank you. This day and age we're living in gives cause for apprehension, with speed and new invention and things like third dimension. Though we get a trifle weary with Mr. Einstein's theory, so we must get down to earth at times, relax, relieve the tension. No matter what the progress or what might yet be proved, the simple facts of life are such they cannot be surgically or otherwise removed. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. Sorry, little jump. Sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still the same old story. Fight for love and glory. A case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Shaka Khan. Sorry, I had to. Okay, so I just saw my friend Izzy Sadler. Well, Izzy, well, and it's, okay, all right, I will. Izzy and I worked at King's Dominion in Richmond, Doswell, Virginia, doing 6 shows a day, 6 days a week. And I do believe, didn't Mr. Jim Cannon, didn't we all work there? Like, I worked one summer in Lion Country Safari in Singin' to the World. 4 of us. One of our opening numbers was, staying alive, staying alive. That's how old I am. Izzy was 6. And then the next summer, I was in the Mason-Dixon Music Hall. This was back in the 70s. Doing the show, New York, New York. Guess what number was in that show? And that's, isn't that, I would say Jim Cannon and Izzy oh, thank God. You know what? Izzy Sadler, because she married my friend George. It's so cute. They met in the park, and now they've got gorgeous boys. And enough about them. But I remember because your maiden name was Rollins. Izzy Rollins. And I go, Isabel Rollins, you come on over here, girl. So and we had the best. We had the best time. Anyway, seeing Jim Cannon, that just clicked in because Jim was in the shows with. Boy, I'm hoping I'm getting this right. Yes, because we all did the shows anyway. I digress. Yes, hooray. Okay, Jim Cannon was in Hooray for Hollywood, and which was the show. Yeah, so Jim, Izzy, I think you guys know each other, don't you? It really was the best. And yes, it was the KD, King's Dominion. And then I went to Kings Island in Cincinnati in the fall because I had no life and no school to go back to, and so I was able to cover some of the kids that had to go back to school. Anyway, just theme parks. I started out with them in Chicago at Six Flags, which was called Marriott's Great America at the time. And that's where I met Liz Calloway. Liz Calloway and I were in the shows. And then I met her sister, Ann Hampton Calloway. And it's just, wasn't Jim an Elvis? Yes, I do believe, Jim, you were an Elvis. You were everybody's Elvis. All right, we can all catch up later. Isn't this fascinating to the rest of you? But I love how, pockets of my past come back to haunt and or find me. And I mean haunt in a good way, which is why I drink. Cheers. Look, it says, soon there will be virtual piano bar merch. Oh, all right. I should get back to, I was actually doing a show. How dare you people? Wait a minute. Okay, Lynn just typed something, and it's a paragraph, so I'm not going to be able to read it right now because it is too far away and too much to write. But she did request a Peter Allen song. And I love me some Peter Allen. I grew up with Peter Allen. In fact, when I was at King's Dominion on the weekends, I would sit And I started off with Barry Manilow, all the Barry Manilow albums, and then all of a sudden heard of this guy called Peter Allen, and then it was Barry Manilow, Peter Allen, and that formed my musical life and what I love to do at the very beginning. Let me see. Well, can we keep it perky? Can we keep it a Peter Allen perky? He asks. Well, all right, I'm going to check. I'm going to check. Like I said, that's half what this show is to like stop everything, come to a complete halt, and look for people's requests. So I'm going to do, let's see. All right, I'm going to do this one. This is probably not what Lynn would request. Let me just check. Okay. Yeah, we're not talking politics today in today's show. Yes, it's all horrifying, and but right now it's all perky show tunes. This was actually one of my opening numbers in New York at 88's. It is a Peter Allen song. You used to live in New York City, then you moved to LA, but you still miss the streets where you used to play. So you hurry on back there, you even leave your pool and your car, only to find you no longer belong. Fool, don't you know what you are? You hit the streets at midnight, still dancing after dawn, but something seems to be missing. So what are you running from? Do you like your love in the dark or laid out in the sun? When you can't make up your mind, don't you know what you've become? Bi-coastal, miss the natural speed of the city. Bi-coastal, California's fine if you're pretty. You can always hear me singing, oh say can you see, from the towers of Manhattan to the hills of Beverly, all those girls on TV movies, all those boys on Broadway. Guess where I ended up? When you can't make up your mind, you know you'd go either way. Bi-coastal, miss the natural speed of the city. Bi-coastal, California's fine if you're pretty. Bi-coastal, when both are so much fun. Tell me, why do you have to pick one? Shaka Khan. That led to a really good Shaka Khan. That also reminded me of my latest binge. Bi-coastal, I was thinking of the bi because there's a show on Netflix that kind of snuck in under the radar, and I got to get the name right. Tiny Pretty Things. And it's about ballet students at this fabulous top-of-the-line ballet school in Chicago. And it is about the cutthroatedness, the camaraderie, the push you under a bus, the bi boys, the gay boys, the gay girl. It's just everything. It's hot. It is completely like one of those. I feel like I'm watching like Dawson's Creek on steroids. You know, it's like teen angst. The cool thing about it is they hired. I mean, the cast is phenomenal. They are first and foremost amazing ballet dancers, like incredible. Like they didn't do any camera shots or pullback. None of this Nicole Kidman in the prom type thing to hide that you can't dance. And sorry, that was shade. That was just shade, but I still love that. They're so phenomenal as dancers. And so, of course, when they get naked and have sex with each other, that it's just there you are. But they're also really, really good actors, even if it is this kind of like melodrama. It starts off with who pushed the ballerina off the roof. Well, anyway, singing Bi-coastal, that was what reminded me of that, because There's anyway, that's well, I had to say that. I think I know what I'm going to do to end this. Thank you for joining me, especially today. Just hang in there. I'm going to do this last song that, well, it's just kind of, we'd always sing it in the clubs towards the end of the evening. And, I haven't even checked in with you guys before I say goodbye. It's going to be, oh my God, I was hoping this wouldn't be your choice. Tough. Well, you know, I love the snappy patter and the banter. You really helped take me out of things for a while. I will see you on Sunday nights at 7 o'clock for Open Mac. And every Wednesday here at 6:30 on the Virtual Piano Bar Network. I want to thank my buddy Todd, also, who's running my show. Hi Todd, thanks for it. His shows are on Tuesdays at 6:30. Once again, I cannot talk and vamp at the same time. I hope you all have a great week. I hope we all have a great week. In passing years, it all looks the same, and just the names will change. We all will love too many times, and just the friends remain. And so these things I'll say to you over tea for two on a wasted day, when two friends meet and share. I hope it's you that still will care. In passing years, we'll speak of truth and things we've learned since youth. Youth bears no age, only the stage, the lines, the first embrace. And so with that, two people meet, and they fall in love, one strong, one weak. But soon it's clear they must contend with honesty to find an end. Some endings glad, some endings sad, some strong, but most are weak. We'll sit with ours in a closing bar. No games, just friends remain. And so these things I'll say to you over tea for two on a wasted day, when two friends meet and share. I hope it's you that still will care. Thank you all very much. Have a great week. Tip if you can. Just join me either way. Thank you, Todd. And thanks to each and every one of you. I will see you next week.